Hello everyone, welcome to the third session of the course Information System and Engineering Economics. This is Ranjit Gawande. We will take a quick review of what we have learned in the previous session. So just try to recall from the second session what are the three important decision making tasks using MIS. Yes, that's right. Tactical decision, operational decision, and third is strategic decision. Let's take a quick review of our session 2. So in session 2, apart from decision making, we have also described the type of information system, that is transaction processing system, management information system. The transaction processing system is considered to be an online system in which all the transactions are recorded. The best example of TPS is your ATM machine, or you can say the Indian Railways. These are the typical example of transaction processing system. So this was a quick review of session 2. I congratulate the student who were solved and submitted the focus question and assignment question before the deadline to our Google Classroom. Note that the submission of your assignment is carefully observed by us and it will be noted for the final evaluation of the student. So try your best to submit the assignment within a deadline. If you have any query or difficulty in solving the assignment, then feel free to write on the forum of our Google Classroom. I will be happy to solve your difficulties. I hope that you have downloaded the study material available at my blog and taken the review of the contents present on the blog. As I already told you that to cover unit 1 we required 4 sessions. So as per the schedule, today we will discuss the third module of unit 1, that is information system and management strategy. In the next and the last session we will discuss the case study, that is Indian Railway case study. Then the purpose or you can say the goal of studying this subject is further classified into the 3 sections. Number 1 is to get in-depth knowledge of the subject. Number 2 is to solve the project management and financial problems using the knowledge gain. And the third and is the most important thing right now is to get good marks in the upcoming university exams. On the next slide, I am showing you some of the questions that were asked in the previous year university exam. Take it as an assignment and submit it before the deadline to our Google Classroom. Here you have to solve the question that I underline. So the first question that was asked in November-December 2018 in end semester examination is explain various factors that influence technology selection for an information system. This question was asked for 5 marks. So student, today we are entering a very interesting topic. So carefully you should understand today's session on ISEE as we are addressing this issue in the today's session. Similarly, on the next slide, the question number 2A is what benefit can business derive from properly implemented information system? This question was asked for 5 marks in the INSEM examination. Next is today's content. So we just saw in the previous year question paper which you need to solve as an assignment. Today we will address the issue related to information system and management strategy. Then we will discuss industry regulations, and in the end we will learn about using IT, that is information technology, for competing the businesses. So let's begin with the first topic, that is what is communication in an organization. So communication is an important role of the information system infrastructure in any organization system, from their ability to facilitate the communication. Communication can occur through any form, data, or you can say the voice, or you can say the videos. So data communication are associated with many variety of form. For example, data as a short text message, data as an email, data as an entire document, or you can say data as a structure file. The example of communication in organization may be a mobile phone or cell phone, either to the employees or the clients. Then smart mobile phones that are connected generally with the CRM. You can also say that the communication such as handheld computers to the doctors, as well as the GPS system in taxis, as well as GPS in nowadays in buses. So these are the certain example. One more example, we can say the RFID in a banking system. So that is the thing associated with the communication. Now we will see what are the types of communication. There are many types of communication. First one is the synchronous communication. This happens when two or more parties communicate simultaneously. Second one is the asynchronous communication. This happens when two or more parties communicate but not simultaneously. Such a communication we will call it is a asynchronous communication. Now the third one is the simplex communication. This happens when communication is possible only in one direction. Then we will see what is half duplex communication. This happens when two persons communicate with each other but not at the same time. And the last one is the full duplex communication. This happens when two people can communicate with each other at the same time. So these are the certain types of communication. Next we will see what are the information system and management strategy. So the competitive environment of business, in which all the businesses exist in a competitive environment. Competitive environment of the automobile industry have to compete with each other and maintain relation with their vendors and the partner. There are many firms making car such as Tata Motors or the Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai Motors in India. They are maintaining the relations with their vendors as well as their partner, even though there will be a certain competitive environment. One another example we can take, suppose Flipkart.com, that was established in September 2007. It is a 24-hour shopping experience and is really a great experience of buying books or things from such a website. Partnership with the courier companies and the postal services of Indian government is the one of the best example. Then you can say there will be a option such as cash on delivery facility or the customer care services. So these are the things associated with the today's competitive environment. Next we will see certain mutual benefit that are pertaining from the competitive environment. So in partnering for a mutual benefit, it is the important function in a sustained manner. Individual firms have to partner with other for a variety of reasons. This partner may provide essential infrastructure such as electricity, water, transportation, and communication, or may provide goods and the raw material, or may help market finished goods and services. For example, the manufacturing firm may need to partner with the electricity utility that would fulfill its energy requirement. The manufacturing firm hand over its responsibility of maintaining the steady electricity supply to the utility department. All these firms have rival in the industry in which they operate. Firms have to compete with each other and also maintain relation with their vendors and partner. Firms are not compete with the buyers of their product, but also compete to get best vendor for buying the component. Next, there will be a bargaining power for the supplier. So the competitive position of a commercial firm that enable it to serve its customer and be successful in the market is determined by a set of forces. For many firms, the best competitive strategy is to partner with many vendors to maintain a strong bargaining power relationship. In information system, we have the ability to reduce the transaction cost and help from the partnership that enable firm to improve their bargaining power with the vendors. Hope you understand what exactly the bargaining power. Next is barrier to entry. It is very important and very funny also. We are rejecting the new vendors. Suppose one way to stay competitive is to prevent new player from the competing. All the firm have to erect barriers to entry of a new competition. Information system assist in creating entry barriers from competitors by allowing formation of the partnership so that the new entry will be restricted and we can enjoy the fruits of marketing. So for example, the entry barrier is creating strong link with buyers based on the long term contracts or other means. The next we will see the bargaining power of the buyers and the customers too. So buyers who buy the services or you can say the goods of a firm also have a bargaining power. Everyone is free at what level he want to bargain and its own strategy. Then they can bargain among other things over the prices or you can say the delivery schedule. They can seek other firm who have better prices or better delivery schedule and thus bargain with the firm on this issue. One way to improve the firm bargaining power is by ensuring a superior product or service that buyers feel compelled to buy preference to competing products. So these are the things associated with the bargaining. Next we will see what are the threats. In a substitute product is a type of product that is very different from the original but serve the same function as the original and act as a replacement. So that is called a substitute. To understand a substitute, we can take one example, a compact disc, popularly known as the CD, for carrying music was a substitute for the cassette and the long playing record. You might not seen the long playing record or you may see the pictures of the LP. So these are the substitute. Nowadays mobile phone better substitute of a landline phone. So these are the certain substitute that create the threats among the industry person. So what are the industry regulations? So let's say what exactly the industry regulation. The regulation and the law implemented by nation have a strong bearing on the nature of the business environment. In information technology field, restrict the use of radio frequency for the communication. In India also, a well-known software service firm that law helped by reducing the delay of the taxation level or hiring and the training of the personnel. So these are the certain industry barriers that are implemented by every government in every country. So let's say what are the things that are associated with the role of information technology for competing the low cost. So providing a low cost, that is the one substitute for a rival product, or you can say one of the proven way to compete. The firm offer low cost product or the services to draw away from the customer from their competitors and establish their presence. The information system help to reduce the cost of operation and thus gaining low cost competitive position. You can say the best example is Walmart is a low cost supplier for all kind of consumer goods. Another example, the airlines, which always provide many pay on cash, or you can say the as soon as you book the air tickets, you will get the hotels at the discount rate. So these are the certain competing in information technology also. So there are certain differentiation in competing. What is that differentiation? The idea of differentiation is that of creating a distinct identity, or you can say a brand which separate out the competition. Some of the firm compete by differentiating their product. From that, their rivals can happen in a strongly competitive market where there are many players and the ability to stand out the market difference. This firm compete in this manner, take a high price, or you can say the high quality clearly identifies them as a different from the others. Amazon, which provide this kind of strong competitive market. Now next is the information good. That question were asked in university examination. What is information good? So information good is a widespread availability of the computers, or you can say not only the computers but computers in a networks, mobile phones, and access to the internet. And nowadays it is widely used, this information. One form of information good is a digital product that can be distributed over digital network and consumed over digital devices. You know what MP3 files, music files, are the information good that are sold and distributed over the internet. It is a different thing. You might getting a pirated one, but the good quality music is when you buy in a form of a MP3 file, you will really enjoying it. Next, we will see what are the properties of information good. So information goods have certain properties that makes them distinct from the physical good. Information goods are typically expensive to produce, but once they are produced, they are very cheap to reproduce. Technology look and switching cost That is the second thing associated with the. So a technology is a combination of hardware and the software, and the network also, which create the environment through which information goods are created, as well as they are able to store and retrieve when we require, as well as we can reproduce also. Here I am showing you the example. Here you see there are various personal computer platform consisting the hardware and the software. One is the Windows and another is the Intel. So Intel providing the hardware and Windows providing the system software, and there are certain applications that can run on that one, such as Office, or you can say the picture gallery. That are the certain applications. Similarly, the another competitor is the AMD, that produce the processor, and Windows is again here the operating system, and they have certain application. Next we will see the network externalities. So technology use is often common to entire organization and to many people within the organization and the outside. When the group of people use the same technology, then each member of the group benefit from the common use of the same technology. This benefit referred to as network externality. So hope you understand what exactly the network externality. The people who are in a same domain or in a same group, they must use the same platform or the same technology for the communication. Now after the communication, there will be a very important thing, that is the feedback. So what is the positive feedback that we will see here? The positive feedback has been observed in many technologies that have network externalities. At the initial stage of the introduction of the technology, there are few users and they realize less value from their use, as there are very few other users. When the usage grow over a period of time, the value of the individual user grows, and this fire great positive feedback. So that is the importance of the positive feedback. But there next is the TP market. What exactly the TP market? The combination of network externalities and the positive feedback leads to the TP market. Tips, you know very well. Someone gives you some tips about from where to buy that product, or in short you can say the review. Either it will be a good review or it may be a bad review. The TP market results when there are two or more product competing in the market, and in the eventual outcome only one survive. So each product is TP in the sense that it could be either succeed or fail, and with the effect of the positive feedback only one succeed and other fail. So this is the strategy that is used, and we will call it is a TIP or TP market. So next is the what are the information system role in competitive system. So the promise of the information system is that they enable the competitive strategy of the commercial firm. For that purpose, the information system is used. The competitive strategy of a commercial firm is its long-term competitive position, such as being a low-cost player or a differentiator which firm adopted. So these are the certain strategy. The strategy is the set of activities it can engage in, part of its long-term competitive goal. So these are the certain competitive goals that are supported by our information system. Now next we will see what is the value chain. The value chain analysis of a competitive strategy is often based on the model which is popularly known as the value chain model. In this model, it is assumed that to meet its goal, an organization carries out its function in some sort of series of the activities. What are these activities that we will see soon? Right now, there will be a add value to the final product the organization makes or sell. This activity consists two types of activity. One is the primary activity and another is the secondary activity. So what are these primary activity? So inbound logistic is a primary activity in the value chain. This activity managing the resources that are brought to firm from outside. For example, you can say the raw material or the working capital, because working capital has to be borrowed by the banking firm or some other resources or the market. So materials also, raw materials, either they need to be imported from the other countries as well as there are some domestic vendors also, they can also supplying the raw material. So when the material are obtained and managed by the firm, they add value to the firm and to the overall output also. So that is the thing associated with the primary activity. Now you will see there will be a production. It is an act of converting the input material into a finished product. So that is the production. Now the another activity that is called the outbound logistic. It referred to as a movement of the firm product from the various warehouses so that it can be stored and whenever required they can be produced. So that will be warehouses may be located at various locations. So that is called as the outbound logistic. Now the sales and marketing. So it is an activity that the firm undertake to inform its customer about its product. So that is the marketing strategy. Then maintenance activity, which include the servicing as well as the need of the customer after sale has been made. It has always carried out 24/7 and the customer service number is available to the every customer. Next is support activity. Infrastructure management involve managing all the facilities in the sense such as building, you can say the electricity and the water as well as the farm to enable it to train and training and development of the people of the organization. All these things are called the support activities. Now next we will see information system for value chain activity. Information system are used to support and enhance all the primary activities. The supply chain management system assist in inbound logistic. Just now we had seen what is inbound logistic. It enable direct electronic link with the vendor to manage the entire delivery process. The best example is your ERP system and production planning system that are widely popular for manufacturing and service organization. So that is associated with the activities. Now we will summarize our today's session. In this session, we discuss the basics of management theory and practices. We have also discussed the information system and management strategy. We describe the industry regulation and role of IT for business computing. In next session, we will study the case study of the Indian Railway. We will learn important facts associated with the Indian Railway. For your kind information, Indian Railway adopted information system in 1980s, and they start working on information system right from the 1980s. So it is one of the best case study whatever available in the book. The fundamentals associated with unit 1, that is basic of management theory and the practices, are available in our textbook, that is the fundamentals of engineering economics by Chain and Park. So that you can go through the fundamentals. That will help you for studying the case study. Suppose you have any difficulty or any problem in solving the assignment, please feel free to write on our Google forum. I am happy to help you for solving your problem. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.